When I arrive at the central laboratory, Raybold's old lab, at 8:30, they are already there. John Ganga and Stephen Feather, old men who assisted Raybold in the 1950s. Esther Kika and Martin Moiko, the current elderly caretakers of the laboratory, and Mrs. Matilda, the director's secretary since the 1980s. Matilda is cleaning the typewriter which we found in a cupboard with oil and a small cloth. The others have found their lab coats and are ready for today's task, the laboratory inventory. I explain the work: to examine, record and photograph every object in the room, taking each wall in turn, working from upper left to lower right. The list is first handwritten by the laboratory attendants and then typed up by the secretary. We work from 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. and after lunch from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., aiming to finish the room. The work is more challenging than I had anticipated. What is an object? Is a cupboard full of half-eaten 1960s files one object or a myriad? Upon closer examination, files stuck together by bat excrement and time become redifferentiated, referring to different decades, different projects and diseases, different scientists and their assistants. Can objects be counted as groups or as a class? Glass cylinders, used test tubes, microscopic slides, meteorological day records. Or should each be described in turn? 1.5 liter glass cylinder, 200 milliliter glass cylinder with lid. What if an object breaks up? If parts are found in different places, or when objects dissolve into waste? A diagram that is half eaten by rats. A crumbling rubber tube. What if objects cannot be named and nobody recalls their function? The inventory progressively breaks apart the sedimented whole of the central laboratory into fragments, into the original components and objects, and beyond that, into the products of their decay.